Jammu Links News Top Stories is brought to you by Tasya Herbals alcohol-based hand sanitizer with neem and aloe vera extracts, helping India fight COVID-19. Unlock 1.0 began in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir on Monday, with the government giving nod to opening of hotels and hospitality services at 50% capacity. All shopping malls opened except in red districts, where they will operate with 50% of shops open on alternate days to be regulated by the concerned deputy commissioners. Shops in malls will open from 9 am to 7 pm. However, food courts and dining facilities in malls will not be allowed for dine-in purpose, but home delivery or takeaway service has been permitted. Children's gaming zones, gaming arcades and cinemas inside malls shall stay closed. A resident of Pampur died of COVID-19 on Monday, becoming the fourth casualty of the novel coronavirus in the day, as overall toll mounted to 45 in Jammu and Kashmir. Earlier in the day, a resident of Khanyar, Srinagar and Pampur and a CRPF trooper died of COVID-19. So far, Srinagar district with 12 deaths due to the virus has the highest fatalities, followed by Baramulla 7, Anantnag 6, Kulgam 4, 3 each in Shopian, Kupwara and Jammu, 2 in Budgam, while 1 death each has been reported from Pulwama, Bandipur, Doda and Udhampur. 9 terrorists of the Hizbul Mujahideen have been killed by the security forces in 2 operations since Sunday morning in Jammu and Kashmir's Shopian district. In the latest gun battle, which took place in Pinjora area of Shopian, 4 terrorists were killed by security forces on Monday morning. On Sunday, 5 terrorists were killed after 12-hour-long encounter in Riban village of Shopian district, which is around 12 kilometers from Monday's encounter site in Pinjora. Sources have said the terrorists belong to the banned Hizbul Mujahideen terror group, and one among them is believed to be a top commander. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh on Monday inaugurated Central Administrative Tribunal bench at Jammu through video conferencing. Lieutenant Governor J&K GC Murmu, Chairman CAT, Justice L. Narasimha Reddy, Chief Justice of High Court Jammu and Kashmir Justice Geeta Mittal, Member Judicial CAT Jammu R.S. Jain also connected digitally for the e-inauguration of the Jammu bench of CAT. While addressing at the e-inauguration, Dr. Singh said that a new beginning has been ushered with the establishment of the permanent and exclusive CAT bench that would ensure speedy disposal of justice in service matters and reduce legal pendency. It would also promote transparency in legal matters that is in line with the government's overall commitment to transparent governance and justice for all. Authorities in Srinagar district announced on Monday that all restrictions those were imposed on May 31st will continue without any relaxation till further order in the district. Srinagar district has been categorized as red zone along with 8 other districts of J&K. Bandipora and Gandarbal in the valley and Jammu, Kathua, Samba, Riyasi, Udhampur, Poonch and Rajouri districts have been categorized as orange zone, while just 2 districts, Doda and Kishtwar in Jammu division, have been put in the green category. An order issued by the District Disaster Management Office said all restrictions imposed on May 31st will continue to remain in force in Srinagar district till further orders. At least 22 terrorists, including 6 top commanders, were killed in last 2 weeks in 9 different operations, Jammu and Kashmir Director General of Police Dilbagh Singh said on Monday. He said that 9 Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists were killed in the last 2 days in Shopian. 4 terrorists were killed in the encounter which broke out on Monday morning. In less than 6 months, the security forces have managed to eliminate 93 terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir, including a number of top terrorist leaders. The operations against terrorist groups and their leadership are continuing in both the hinterland as well as on the line of control in the counter-infiltration operations. Top terrorist leaders killed include Riaz Naiku and Junaid Sehrai, along with many foreign terrorists belonging to the Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Toiba and Pakistan created the Resistance Front. Shri Mata Vaishno Devi Shrine Board, headed by Lieutenant Governor GC Murmu, will soon take a decision on opening the Vaishno Devi Shrine for pilgrims with specified standard operating procedures to keep COVID-19 at bay. The board will hold a meeting through video conference to take the crucial decision. Shrine Board sources said that since the religious places are opening in some parts of the country, the board will have to take a decision of resuming the pilgrimage soon after studying and analyzing all SOPs being adopted elsewhere. People of Kashmir took the scrapping of Article 370 in a positive manner as there was relative peace for a long time, but Pakistan is on a hyperdrive on peddling a false narrative to keep the pot boiling in the valley, a top army officer said on Monday. Flanked by General Officer Commanding of Army South Kashmir-based Victor Force Major General A. Sengupta and Inspector General of CRPF General Raju, who was talking to media following killing of 9 terrorists in 2 encounters in Shopian district in less than 24 hours, said normalcy was almost back in the valley by February this year. HRD Minister Ramesh Nishank Pokhriyal in a June 3rd interview revealed that schools and colleges which have remained closed since around March 16th will reopen after August 2020. Around 33 crore students have been waiting for school reopening news to dispel their doubts. As per reports, teachers would need to wear masks and gloves. Thermal scanners would be installed in schools. Only 2 students would sit on 3-seaters. CCTVs would observe if social distancing rules are being followed. The Supreme Court on Monday sought response from the centre and the Jammu and Kashmir administration on a plea of former Union Minister and senior Congress leader Saifuddin So's wife, challenging his house arrest since August 5th last year. A bench headed by Justice Arun Mishra issued notices to the centre and the J&K administration asking them to respond by second week of July to the plea of Mumtaz Unisa So's wife of the octogenarian leader. She has also sought the production of veteran leader before the court and the quashing of the house arrest order. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal will be tested for COVID-19 test as he has complained of fever and sore throat. The Chief Minister has isolated himself at his residence. All his meetings till Tuesday afternoon have been cancelled. The Aam Aadmi Party leader was last seen on Sunday evening during an online media briefing. Amid the standoff with China, Ladakh MP Jamyang Sering Namgyal toured border areas of eastern Ladakh and promised safety, security and overall development to residents along with Pangong Lake near the line of actual control, where tension is prevailing. In his 3-day tour, the BJP MP visited Thangung and Chartsi posts and examined the actual position at Finger 4 and other posts. Congress interim President Sonia Gandhi has launched a scathing attack on Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led government for using the UPA-era flagship scheme Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act to benefit the poor during lockdown, while the BJP had earlier decided it for years. In an article written for a national daily, The Indian Express, Sonia Gandhi stated the Modi government has grudgingly come around to the significance of the program. New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said on Monday that all coronavirus measures in the country will be lifted from Tuesday, barring border closure restrictions as the virus has been eliminated from the country. The country would move to National Alert Level 1 from midnight on Monday. Public and private events, the retail and hospitality industries, and all public transport could resume without social distancing norms still in place across much of the world, she said.